Hey everyone, welcome back to The Dark Trilogy, episode 15, picking up right where I left off last episode. Last episode we did jump into a bit of Thaumcraft in order to obtain some Thaumium, and I used the Thaumium to craft up a cleaver from Tinker's Construct, so that gave us an extra modifier. The whole reason I actually jumped into Thaumcraft for the time being. I also wouldn't mind doing a little bit more research in Thaumcraft. Last episode I showed just kind of like the basics of doing some research. I do recommend jumping and doing research expertise first. It just kind of makes things a lot easier when doing a little bit of research. Now if I look into, I believe it's Artifice, there is Enchanted Fabric, and this is actually what I want. So I'm going to go ahead and unlock that. And let's take a look at what we need to make that. So we need some string, some wool, and one of each aspect in our wand to make this in our arcane workbench. So let me actually see if we got all of that downstairs here. I think I should have string and wool. All right, good. I got 16 wool. Oh, and I'm throwing it on the ground. Nope, you don't belong on the ground. And 21 string. Let's just grab 20 pieces of string and head up to our arcane workbench, which I should, yeah, it's right there. I can't believe I questioned myself on that. All right, let's go ahead and place this in here, just like so. And I'm gonna grab, I believe I just need 3. Do I have enough aspects in my wand? Oh yeah, we do, practically almost full. There we go. Grab, I believe 3 of those from now. The reason I want the enchanted fabric is actually for the bowstring. I was looking through NEI, we type in string, we'll look at the Tinker's Construct bowstrings. I saw that the fiery bowstring does increase arrow speed, increases the draw speed, and increases the durability. Regular string just has a normal one-time modifier on each, and the enchanted bowstring, which you can get from enchanted fabric, has a draw speed of 0.8, durability of 1 times, which is just going to keep it normal, and an arrow speed of 0.9. So it looks like it might lower the arrow speed just a little bit, but it also lowers the draw speed. So that's what I'm going to go ahead and make. So I'm going to move that out of the way. Let's grab the bowstring pattern. Material cost 3. Perfect. There we go. Enchanted bowstring. Now, I believe I went ahead and put up my Thaumium as well, so I'm going to go ahead and grab that. If you guys haven't guessed already, I am upgrading the Fred Slayer. I would not mind trying to improve on what I made last time. So this one, let's see, I added moss and 3 modifiers worth of redstone to try to increase the draw speed. And its arrow speed is 9.0. which doesn't seem to be bad, but I'm still kind of working through this a little bit and learning the crossbow. So we got the crossbow limb pattern. I know there's also another part, the crossbow body pattern. All right, so I'm gonna grab that. That's material cost of 5. I think we'll do this out of Thaumium. And that should give us an extra modifier. The enchanted bowstring should also give us another modifier. So we should have a couple extra modifiers on this. So handle modifier 1.3, mining speed of 7. I don't know if that any of that has to do with this, but all right, we'll try it out. We'll see how that works. Now, a lot of you guys were also recommending using bronze, I believe, for the crossbow limb. So I'm gonna go ahead and cook up some bronze. That's just, I believe, 3 copper to 1 tin. So let's see. Let's just grab a little bit of this, and I'm going to go get this. Oops, not that one. There we go. There's the tin. And I'm going to go get this cooked up in our smeltery real fast. I'll see how many we actually need for the limb. Let's see, where is it at? Crossbow limb. Material cost 4. Now, if I jump back in here and look, what all do I need? I think I need, yeah, that's probably the body and the limbs. So just need 1 limb. So I'm going to go ahead and start working on getting this cooked up. Oops, too many in there. And I'll see you guys back in just a minute. Alright guys, and we're back. So we got 4 ingots worth of molten bronze from the 3 copper and 1 tin. So I'm going to go ahead and pour up the crossbow limb here out of bronze. There we go. And let's see if we can craft our new Fred Slayer. So let's see, where are we at? There's our crossbow. Alright, so enchanted bowstring. Actually, I also need the tough binding as well. Let's see. Got a little bit of manulin in there. I could use the manulin, but I was thinking about using that for something else. But seeing as I already have it ready, I only need 1 ingot for what I want to do. So let's go ahead and put that in there and pour up the manulin. Make sure I have it selected first, and there we go. So that should be the last piece for our new crossbow. Plus, I think the manulin will look pretty good, hopefully. The bronze might make it look a little odd, in my opinion, but hopefully you guys are right, and that should be a good help for our draw speed on our bow. So there we go. That doesn't look too bad. So it's got Thaumic, Stonebound. As you can see, we got 5 modifiers. Durability is not great, but the draw speed is 3.35 seconds with an arrow speed of 6.88. That doesn't sound too bad. Let's give this a try. So let's call this the Fred Slayer MK2. All right, yeah, that'll work. We'll give that a go now. I also need some new bolts because the ones I have are almost gone. I just have 9 left. So I'm actually going to go ahead and try to cook up some more of those. I believe... I'm not sure. I want to try it. I was looking in the Tinker's weaponry book. I think you might be able to use a blaze rod, maybe? No? Ah, darn. That would have been cool. Alright, so I need to figure out what I would like to use for the core of our actual bolt. I'd like to use the tip to be manulin, but I'm not sure what I would like else to use. I'd also want to grab couple slime balls, which I found while I was down doing some mining in my caves. Noticed there were some slime spawns, so I went ahead and picked those up. I believe we need a slime crystal. I believe it said I could use a slime crystal to make a fletching. I wouldn't mind trying that. Where's that at? Slime fletching, accuracy of 96%. Yeah, that seems pretty good to me. I just gotta find the slime crystal. Where's that at? There it is. Overlooked it. Alright, so we just need slimy mud, 4 slime balls, 1 dirt, and 1 sand. There we go. I knew I had something to do with sand and dirt. Alright, we'll just pop that in here real quick. Shouldn't be a problem. 1 and 2, and then what I gotta do is get this cooked up in our smeltery. There we go. Well, that was fast. Alright, now I just gotta figure out where this thing's gonna go. Oh, there it is. Nice. Slime crystal. Awesome. Alright, let's head upstairs. We'll make ourselves a fletching, and let me figure out real quick what I would like to try to make our bolts out of. Alright guys, I'm not really sure what to try to make the bolts out of, honestly. I was just kind of looking at a couple different materials. I'm not sure if the actual bow arrow speed and the arrow weight pertains to the crossbow or not. I would like to think it does, but I'm not really sure on this. So if you guys have any help on this, feel free to let me know in the comments. But I'm going to go ahead and try out the bone tool rod in this case. So if we put that there and pour the manulin on top, that should give us manulin tipped bow or bone bolts, maybe? Something like that. There we go. Bone bolt. Alright, if we place that in here now with our fletchings, that should give us 96 manulin bolts. That doesn't seem too bad, with a weight of 4.78, accuracy of 96%, and has 2 modifiers on it. That doesn't sound horrible. Yeah, the draw speed on this is definitely a lot better. Alright, let's see what kind of damage this thing actually does. Let's find us a nice little test subject. Hello? Ah, there we go. Fred? You want to be a nice test dummy for us for just a minute? Just not really even one shot. How much damage did that do? Whoa, that actually... You have a lot of hearts, my good friend. And in this instance, it did alright. What about you? Alright, 1 shot at him. I think Fred just had had a little bit more experience, maybe a little bit more health in that case. Alright, we're 1-shotting most mobs. It's got a decent pullback time here. Nice. Alright, what about this creeper? Okay. Fred, where are you at? I see you over here. Oh, Fred. Oh, there he is. Alright, so we're not one-shotting zombies. Almost one-shotting. So we could add some quartz, possibly. Oh, hello, crazy hat. to the bolts there, and definitely oh, hey. Unknown. You had a known health? Okay, interesting. We could probably add some quartz to the bolts. That might be helpful, but I also like to add some more modifiers to my Fearsome Guillotine as well. But we'll take a look at that in just a minute. Last episode I was talking about trying to get some more ender pearls in. I'm gonna go ahead and sleep through the rain and stuff too real quick. And to do that, I was thinking about doing just a little bit of Botania. We're doing some reading in the Lexica Botania, and noticed that there was a flower that might be able to help me, just a little bit. Alright, so if I take a look, if I can find it, there we go, in my Lexica Botania, under the functional flora on the last page, there is the Vinculotus. The Vinculotus has the power to create a disturbance among any Enderman's teleportation powers within a fairly large radius around it. For a cost of mana, whenever an Enderman would teleport anywhere, instead they're teleported to the location of the Vinculotus. And a very, very large list of materials to craft. So we're going to need some redstone root. I'm going to take a second, so I'm probably going to need some shears for this. I don't even know if I have shears. Do I even have shears? Oh, I do. Oh, good. That'll be helpful. I'm going to grab a little bit of redstone. I'm probably going to grab as much of this as I can real quick. I should have all my petals over there. Rune of Lust, obviously we're going to need some diamonds. Rune of Air. So I'm going to go ahead and grab everything that I can. I'm probably going to need a fair amount of diamonds for this. In fact, I'm probably going to need some ender pearls too, I'm sure. See, Rune of Lust, Rune of Sloth, Rune of Water. So we're gonna need some more iron probably, some bone meal, some sugar cane. We'll just grab some bones there. And then I'm gonna get some string. I know I got some string upstairs. So let me go ahead and grab all this, start working on some of these runes here, and I will be back once we're about ready to craft the Vinculotus. Alright guys, and we're back. I've just been gathering up some materials for crafting the Vinculotus and ran into a little bit of a problem. I don't have any melons, so I think this would be a good time to go ahead and jump into alchemy with Botania. So let's head back to the Lexica Botania main page here. And let's see, I believe it's under mana manipulation. I think. No. Basics and mechanics. It's got to be in here somewhere. If anything, I could. Nope, there it is. Just type it in on the index. But here we go. Mana is an extremely volatile substance to a point that its complete properties and abilities are unknown. One of them, though, by attaching an alchemy catalyst created with a mixture of otherworldly materials at the bottom of the mana pool, it enables the pool to perform alchemy. So, it doesn't look too bad to craft now that we have these actual items. I went ahead and grabbed those as well. Also went ahead and put together the redstone root there. So let's go ahead and craft ourselves 2 brewing stands. There we go. We got ourselves an ender pearl, so let's go ahead and toss one of those in there. Not all of them. I'm going to go ahead and, for now, I'm just going to go ahead and toss these in here. You guys will also see I have all of the petals ready to go for us, and probably should sleep through the night real quick. So, let's see. We need to get a little bit of gold out of here. See, I believe it was 4 pieces of gold. Nope, 2 pieces of gold, 4 living rock. My bad. All right, let's go ahead and pump those guys in here. Gold ingots there. 4 living rock around the corners. And the mana pearl in the center. We have ourselves our alchemy catalyst. So I just want to go ahead and place this guy directly underneath our existing mana pool. Awesome, so we can actually kind of tell what the texture change of the bottom of the mana pool there. And we'll go ahead and toss that piece of dirt back into our network there, our little storage system. Alright, so now we just need to throw our carrot onto the mana pool. So I went ahead and looked through NEI and noticed that we needed to throw, to get the melon seeds, a carrot into the mana pool to get ourselves some mana seeds. So I'm going to do that real quick. There we go. We have ourselves mana seeds. Awesome. So we just got to get these guys into the ground and start growing them. So I believe, yep, all right, awesome. I already got a little bit of bone meal. I'll just go ahead and plant these guys next to my existing farm and hope that we can get a melon here in a few minutes. So let me do this real quick and we'll be right back. Alright guys, still waiting for my melons to grow. I know I could speed up that process with a watering can, but I figured in the meantime, while I actually just wait, I'll go ahead and start crafting up some of the runes we need for the Vinculotus. So right now we're crafting the Rune of Autumn. So let's go ahead and get our living rock ready. This is actually going fairly quick, and we have a decent amount of mana. I think when I started this process, I believe I had a complete half full pool of mana. So it's not doing too bad. How many did that give us? Just one? That's alright. Some of the lower tier runes give you like 3. So, alright, so we got the Rune of Autumn. So we just combine that with the Rune of Air. And 2 mana diamonds. And that should give us our Rune of Sloth. Awesome, that'll give us 2 of those. Perfect. And we'll have to craft another one of those later if I need it. I like it when they give you multiples. Alright, so let's go ahead and get the living rock ready. And let me actually take a look what's next. So we have all of this. The Rune of Sloth is crafting. We just need the Rune of Water. Oops, I need to craft that guy. Also need the Rune of Summer, the Rune of Air. We got that. Alright, here we go. Nice. So we got the Rune of Sloth ready. Sweet. Alright, so next up, Rune of Summer. So we're going to need Earth, Air, melon, slime ball, and 2 sand. Alright, let's go see if that melon's ready yet. Hopefully it is. If not, I might just go ahead and grab the watering can. Yeah, it looks like it's still not done yet. So I also need to grab some sand while I'm here. So hopefully, let's see if we can craft ourselves a watering can. Now, I believe this recipe is actually different than normal. But we just need some steel, a bowl, and a piece of bone meal. Thankfully, we have all of that, so let's just grab that. I should have the bone meal on me, and 3 pieces of wood to get ourselves our bowl, and I'll go ahead and use this here in just a second to hopefully speed along the process to get our melon. Now watch me actually make the watering can, go upstairs, and see that the melon's actually already grown, so that would be some bad luck, right? Alright, so what else? I come down here, 2 pieces of sand. Alright. So to use the watering can, we need to go ahead and get it some water. So we just find a nice little water source. Haha, it's not grown. Perfect then. Find us a nice water source, right click on it with the watering can, and it's ready to go. So just right click, you can see the little water particles, and if you don't see them, your particles might be turned off. Oh, there we go, perfect. And we got ourselves a melon. So now we're ready to go. I'm gonna go ahead and place that in the backpack for later, and I don't need it right now. Just need 1 melon, and we can get going on this rune. So I believe we just needed air, earth, a melon. So I'll put that on there. 2 sand. Oops, not the sloth. Rune of air. Rune of earth. Is that it? What are we missing? Oh, the slime ball. There we go. The last slime ball I have. Hopefully it's going to good use. Alright, so this is going decently. Alright, so we got a few more crafting processes to go. Let's see. The Rune of Summer and then the Rune of Air. We need 2 more mana diamonds. Alright, that's not a problem. And you're ready to go. Nice. So we got that. Rune of Summer. So that plus 2 mana diamonds. And Rune of Air. Tried to make as many of those as I could. Seems like a lot of the actual other runes, like these later tier runes, like to use the Rune of Air. So basically all I have left to craft is the Rune of Water. So we need our fishing pole, 3 more mana steel, I believe the sugar cane, and a bone meal. And that should get us our Rune of Water. So where is... Okay, good. Just finished. Yeah, no. Get back up on the altar. On the altar, please. Come on. You can do it. Stop that. Why you gonna be so difficult? There we go. Nice. We got 2 runes of lust. Perfect. Alright, 3 mana steel, fishing rod, sugar cane. I hope I looked at that right, and you put the wrong thing on there. Alright, shift right click with an empty hand to get it off. There we go. And there's our water rune. So we're just about done. We have almost everything we need to craft the Vinculotus, and I'm really, really hoping that this thing's going to work the way I want it to. In the meantime, stop doing that! Alright, in the meantime, I'm going to craft an extra mana diamond, and I'm going to grab a few more living rock. We're going to surround the mana diamond with the living rock, and that's going to give us our mana tablet, which is kind of like portable mana storage, and I kind of like to think of it as like a transfer too, so we could transfer it from like one place to another, which I'll be doing in a minute. Alright, so let's do that. There we go. Got a few extra runes of water. I'm going to sleep through the night real quick, and then we'll start crafting up this next process. Where are we at? So we should have everything. Rune of water, Rune of sloth, Rune of lust, redstone root. Alright, let's get all this thrown in here. So we need a Rune of lust, Rune of sloth, Rune of water, redstone root. And then all we have to grab are these petals here. This black mana pearl, mana petal, my bad. And then the seeds, of course. So we'll dump all that in. Last, our seeds. We have ourselves the Vinculotus. Awesome. So we're gonna go ahead and start draining this here, because I'm pretty sure I want to set this up at my house. So let's set this pool to sparing mana to items with a shift right click with our wand of the forest, and just throw the mana tablet on it. So I'm just gonna hold shift here. That way my magnetizing ring doesn't actually pick this up. And oops, and I actually got too close and it picked it up anyway. All right, there we go. All right, let's see. Accepting. Oops, sparing. There we go. I just wanted to kind of take a look and see how much mana was left in there, but it looks like we can just kind of see from this distance it's draining. Alright, there it goes. That's all of it. Alright, so we have about 2/3 full mana tablet. That's not too bad. Alright, let's see. We got one more block of coal. I'm going to just toss that onto my Endo Flame that I have currently. And we have another mana pool. So let's go ahead and take this one back with us. And our Ender Pearl that I am so graciously going to take back and put into my network again, which I'll just go ahead and do now. Let's see, let's do that. All of these items. I'll leave the stone out here too. And I'll hold on to the melons for now too. So I'll put the stone there. Might actually just go ahead and place these around our pure daisies. I see we are running a little low on living wood. So let's go ahead and just get this going. And I'll pick that up a little bit later. Alright, so we got our mana pool. Oops. Hey Fred, how you doing? Perfect. Even got a new mask for that. Awesome. That works out perfectly. Alright, so we got ourselves the Vinculotus, we got our mana tablet, we got a mana pool. We should be ready to go to set this guy up next to our house. I'm thinking actually I might set it up in the house for the time being. And just to see how well this actually works. I kind of want something with like a roof over it, so that way if it's raining or snowing or whatever, the Endermen actually don't teleport away. See, I'm thinking about putting it like right here. Let's see. Yeah, we'll just go ahead and use that for now. Alright, let's see. Let's run downstairs real fast. I'm going to grab a little bit of dirt. I'm pretty sure we need to plant this on some dirt. Just kind of makes sense. Plus, I think it'll look alright. I think it should look pretty nice. Alright, so we'll plant that there. Vinculotus on top. Awesome. I do want to go ahead and make like a little structure around this. We know Endermen are 3 blocks tall. So I am going to try to make like a little box here. That way we don't have to worry too much about them getting out and just roaming around our house. I really don't want that. Maybe some glass panes might look kind of nice. Let's actually see about grabbing our chisel. Where's my chisel? Oh, there's my chisel. Trying to hide from me, I see. Alright, let's pop the glass panes in there, see what we have. Actually, you know what? Got a better idea. Let's use some iron bars. We're gonna craft some iron bars. Let's do that. Okay, we'll use the other one. That one's being occupied at the moment. All right, let's see. Can I actually... Nice. We can actually chisel our iron bars. Ornate iron pane fence. That actually sounds awesome. All right, let's go ahead and set this up. And we'll set these... Whoa, that looks weird. Should be all right, though, hopefully. See, that looks all right. That looks pretty cool. All right, that needs to come out. We need to pull this out one block. Like so. And let's see. That should keep the Enderman from getting out. Come on. These things are a little tough to place. All right, that should work. That should allow me to sit here and wail on the Enderman. Hopefully. That won't, like, get out or anything. All right, let's go ahead and make sure this is accepting mana from items. We'll toss our mana tablet on top of that. And it looks like the Vinculotus is now getting mana. Perfect. And it's bound to our mana pool there. So I'm going to just kind of wait for this to fill up. And I don't know. Let's see how far the range is on this. It actually says it's a fairly large range. So let's go ahead and pick up our mana tablet. And I don't know how much mana this actually uses. Or if it uses it constant. It doesn't look like it's actually using any at the moment. So that's good. So hopefully maybe it just uses it when it like teleports an Enderman there. So alright, well that's not all I wanted to do to help us get more Ender Pearls. There's actually another way that I want to work towards, actually. So I'm going to go ahead and jump downstairs, and what I want to do is actually going to cost me probably another Ender Pearl or two. And I know I'm already running low, so let's grab those, and I'm going to need to grab some obsidian. What I'm going to do is I'm going to jump into a little bit of Soul Shards Reborn. So I think 10. Can't remember how many I actually needed. I do know I need 4 netherrack. We're also going to need a piece of glowstone. So let's craft that. And to get started, we actually need the soul shard. So let's go ahead and type in soul. And we see here that we have an unbound soul shard. You click on them, you don't really have any recipes. That's because we have to do like a special crafting mechanic to get this. So I'm going to get some endstone. Let's see, I need 1, 2, yeah, unfortunately I'm going to have to use both of these. So, stinks, but it is what it is. Alright, so let's make sure this is not in... Alright, good, it's in single mode. Perfect, because I hate breaking my smeltery. That's a pain sometimes. Alright, we're going to put our casting basin there. We're going to put the obsidian into the casting basin. And once this ender pearl melts down in the smeltery, it should give us liquid ender, I believe. Pretty sure it's liquid ender. And then we'll just pour that on top of the obsidian. And we should be able to get 5 pieces of endstone out of 1 ender pearl. So there we go. Resonant ender. Okay. So let's go ahead and pour that on top of the obsidian. That should turn to endstone. Awesome. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and make this real quick. And then once I finish, we'll be right back. And 10 endstone later, we're ready to craft ourselves our first soul shard. So let's go ahead and lay this out like this. All right, 2 endstone left. And pretty much all you have to do, you can set this up anywhere. And you should be able to reuse this later. The only thing that you'll have to replace is the glowstone. And just pretty much set it up like so. With the netherrack like this, the endstone around the edges, and the glowstone in the center. Right click on the glowstone with a diamond. That'll break the glowstone, and it'll give you a soul shard. Now, leave this on your hotbar, and you want to make sure that the first mob that you kill is the mob that you want. So the whole purpose of soul shards is that eventually, once you get it filled up enough to at least 64, which is a tier 1, so you have to kill like 64 mobs of that type, or 128, and so forth up to tier 5. you can place that soul shard into the soul cage and it should start spawning mobs. I'm not super familiar with this version of soul shards. I think I might have messed around with it just a little bit a while ago. But once we get to maybe a tier 1 or a tier 2, I'll see if I can't start getting the soul cage ready. But I figured I'd go ahead and start getting the process ready. So we have this ready to go for our Enderman whenever this decides to start working. I'll go ahead and combine the soul shard with the Vinculotus in hopes that we'll get more Endermen spawning here, and we'll get more Ender Pearls hopefully, so with our looting on our Fearsome Guillotine. So I think this should be a good spot to call it for today. I wouldn't mind waiting to see if this actually does teleport an Enderman here, so I might wait for that just real quick to see what happens. Alright guys, and we're back. I was just waiting through the night. I had an Enderman spawn over here, and as soon as the sun came up, it looks like our flower actually worked. Sent the Enderman into the house. Okay, maybe I'll have to get in the cage then. Alright, let me just take a quick look at the mana pool there. Oh, nice. Alright, sorry Enderman, but I'm going to take you out in just a minute. I actually made a boo-boo as well. I was out killing mobs for fun during the night and accidentally used my soul shard up. So let's quickly craft ourselves a new one. Just gonna need a diamond and 4 glowstone. Shouldn't be too hard to recraft this stuff. And I know I got my endstone in here. I should just set up a spot for this actually, but I'll do that probably later on off camera or something. So let's just quickly do this one more time and try to get through my little derp for killing Fred. There we go. A diamond and our next soul shard. So let's go take care of this Enderman up here. Sorry, guy. Just please don't teleport. Nice. There we go. We even got a new hat, 4 ender pearls thanks to the looting on the sword. And we have ourselves a soul shard for Enderman. Awesome. Well, it looks like this cage may not work, so I might just take that down. We'll see. But anyways, that's going to do it for today. I want to say thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you guys think. If you guys have any helpful tips, tricks, or comments, feel free to put them in the comment section down below. If you guys would rate the video, I'd really appreciate it. And until next time, we'll see you guys then. Goodbye.